Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. And on tonight's episode, I am here with...
Sitinus, the Necromancer.
And he is playing a level 35, right?
36,
36 Necromancer, nice. And I am playing my level 36 Paladin as well, and we're over here in Steamfont Mountains. In fact, you can see the entrance to Gnome Land Security right over here, right through this little crack in the wall. What we're going to do is actually come over here to this building, and there's an NPC standing in front. Now, don't forget that there is a quest right here on this little poster. You can click on it, and you can start that quest. I believe it was level 44, so don't start that one until you're absolutely ready for it, because it is pretty hard.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way, guys, so...
And this guy actually starts talking the moment you walk in, so I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Alright, Waynil Garwater. He says... Ooh.
Bright blessings.
I am Waynil Garwater, and this is the headquarters of Gnome Land Security. Defenders of the Steamfont Mountains and partisans to the sovereign city of Achenon. Partisans to Achenon? What does that mean? What happened to Achenon? It would appear that Achenon is now under the control of a rough faction of clockwork creatures. I really don't know where they originated from, but they won't allow us to return to our home. Everybody's lost their home, guys, except for the Dark Elves, baby. Neriac's all ours. Oh, it is our aim to retake our city. Is there any way that I can assist you? He says, perhaps you could. While our primary goal is that of reclaiming Achenon, there are other duties and obligations we have to Steamfont Mountains. The kobolds that live here are dangerous but disorganized creatures. They are superstitious and tribal, hardly a threat, but one we do need to keep an eye on nonetheless. What do you need me to do? Or you can choose I have no interest in kobolds, goodbye, but we're going to keep going with the quest. He says, I need you to do some reconnaissance for me. The Grickbar tribe of kobolds have grown in number considerably recently. They fiercely defended their territory, the gigantic crater to the northwest, but have begun expanding out to the east as well, and have established some camps that way. I would like you to investigate those camps, gauge their numbers, and return to me with that information. You can say anything else I need to know, or I'm not really interested in this, goodbye. But we're going to keep going, guys. And it's a new quest, Dog Day Reconnaissance, level 35, it's blue to me. We get some stuff. We get at least 38 silver, 83 copper. We get a symbol of discarded parts that has plus 15 wisdom, plus 16 intelligence, which is an 8-point upgrade for me, guys. That is huge. Plus 17 stamina, 3.8% attack speed, 0.5% potency, slot secondary ranged, and it's level 35 equipment. And we also get an Orcish spellcaster, which is, wow, look at that. Plus 34 wisdom, plus 30 intelligence. That's a 10-point upgrade for me. Plus 32 stamina, plus 11 focus, 1.7 potency, two-handed crushing, which is the same thing that I have. Damage, 53 to 302, which is a really nice upgrade, even though I never attack with melee. Delay, 7 seconds. Level 35, all fighters, all mages, all priests, and beast lord.
And you only get one of those. You have to say one of the following. So you have to choose between one of those shields. And for me, it's a tower shield of discard parts. Treasured no trait, 16 strength, 18 stamina, 8 weapon skill, 20% block chance, 0.8% potency, with 634 to protection. And it's Berserker Guardians, Paladins, and Shadow Knights level 35, which is greatly better than what I'm wearing as far as protection. But in this situation, I'm going to go with a weapon, because weapons for a melee class is always going to be better. For your class, you're going to want to go with the one with just the highest stats, because you don't really attack with your melee, and you don't really get hit all that much either, so you're just going with pure stats. My weapon is the Wicked Blade of Mastery. It's treasured, no trade, 36 strength, 30 stamina, 22.4% attack speed, 1.4% potency, two-handed slashing. So you got to keep that in mind, that it's not just replacing my weapon, it's also going to be replacing my shield, so the stats need to make up for that. It damage-wise does 66 to 345, 8-second delay, 35 on the level requirement, Berserker, Guardian, Paladin, and Shadow Knight. Also keep in mind, guys, if you don't like either one of the stats, you're like, which one do I get? Look at it in the dressing room. See what they look like, because you can take these items and put them on your character in the dress slot, and you can see that, oh, this one looks pretty cool. Like the weapon that I'm going to get looks like the sword from Braveheart, the one that he has to hold with the two-handed thing, and he throws onto the field later on. I mean,
Claymore.
Yeah,
Claymore.
That's kind of what it looks like, except it's not called a Claymore in this one. But that's definitely it. It even has that little strip of leather on the front to give you an extra little handle. to hold on to that. So
now, does it make up for the weapon and the shield that you would be using if you decided to take it?
It does for now, but later on it's not going. Two-handed weapon's usually not good for a paladin, but for now it's fine, and I can use that.
Okay. So Waynil says, I don't think so. This should be fairly straightforward. If it gets too dangerous, don't be afraid to flee. No sense in getting yourself killed for this. Thanks for the warning, and we'll be back soon. So let's go do this. I want that staff, man. It's plus 10 upgrade to my intelligence, which is better than the other items. So that's definitely the one I'm going to choose.
Right. And remember also for a tank, when you're deciding whether you should use the weapon or the shield, are you using your bash? Do you need your bash? Because you're not going to be able to use bash without a shield equipped. And so if you want that ability, make sure you definitely have that shield. Otherwise, go with the weapon. Now, when it says you don't need to get yourself killed, all it's saying is we need to do the investigation, but not that we need to kill any of these mobs. So if I run through and I get the aggro and Sethanos runs through after me, he'll get the update just for running through the camp. And one of the camps we need to run through, I believe, is this one right over here. So let's try that out. Nope, not the right camp. Let me see. Where's my cursor? We can look at the map. Okay, so all the camps are down here on the bottom. But that same technique works. So if you got a tank, or if you believe as a caster you're capable of running right through a camp and surviving it when you come out the other end, especially if you don't attack. If you don't attack, you're not going to get off your horse. So you should be able to run right through it and go on to the next one. There we go. We got the invisible update there. This is not one of them right here, so I could have avoided that fight. Let's go right into here. This is another one of the camps. Nice. That was pretty easy. And make sure you keep an eye out for any names, because if there's some names, we might want to try killing them. And one more over here. I do believe a name spawns over here, actually. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I believe in, guys.
You what?
This goes against everything I believe in.
This is the only way to travel, man.
So many what are these guys?
These are kobolds.
Kobolds,
yeah.
Okay, alright.
And if you actually like kobolds, guys, you want to head over to Soulless B after you get to about level 50. There's tons of kobolds over there. They actually look a lot different than these guys do. Actually, I'm thinking of EverQuest 1. I don't know what I was just saying there. EverQuest 1, Soulless B is the place to go to. And yeah, they do look different from these guys. Yeah, I like kobolds. I grew up playing with those guys, and every game they seem to look a little different from each other, which is kind of cool that there's no, set standard. That any person who wants to can go and pick that race, put it in their game, and tweak it a little bit so that it fits in with their game. And I think more of these mythical creatures need to be that way, rather than just the okay, vampires look like this and they have to look like that. I grew up with vampires that were very ugly, very lanky, thin, grotesque creatures, and now they're all like sparkling in the sunlight and stuff. So it's different than it used to be, and I could see them going back to just changing them all up and being just like really grotesque and stuff if they wanted to.
Just another one of those same things that we've already got.
Yeah, but you can take it and sell it on the broker. And remember, guys, anything that's treasured will be bought on the broker, because somebody will take the pieces and take them apart for the transmuting aspect of it, and they can make stuff with that. So anything that's treasured will sell on the broker. You can make probably more money from the broker than you will from selling it to a vendor. Although the vendor is instant, where the broker you have to wait until actual physical player goes in there and buys your item. And from what you've seen so far, how long does that usually take for an item that you put on there?
I'll only play once a week, guys. Me and AC Gamer, we get together and we play this game on Saturdays. So, now I have checked in. Some nights I'll check in, and I'll sell some items pretty quickly. Usually spells sell quicker than other things. But usually in a week, I've sold about maybe 50 to 75% of my inventory. So I'm making quite a bit of money at it too, guys. So please don't neglect the broker if you have access to it.
So if you play more than that, if you're building up a large inventory, you may not sell it fast enough for your liking, but for the most part, you will sell the pretty good items, and you'll make a decent amount of money, like he's saying. It's this way. Okay. There we go.
All right, okay.
Nice. And let's see what she has to say. Or is it a he? I think it's a he,
yeah, it's a he. Oh, okay. So now, are you sure we gotta choose one of these?
Yeah. It says select one of the following. Yeah, you gotta click on it.
I'm gonna check the spellcaster. All right, we got 56 silver for that. So it's not a great deal of money, but he says good job. It seems the Grickbar become quite powerful. So I think we should take some action and reduce some of their numbers. So he's about to give us another quest, and we're probably gonna check that on the next video.
And I think I'm gonna go with the shield after all, guys. After thinking about it for a while. I like the ability to bash, and so I think that's going to be the best thing for my class to be able to do, is to have that. The other weapon looked cool, and I almost got it for looks alone because that's a pretty sweet look to it. But let's go ahead and put this this new shield on. Now, what did you go ahead and pick?
I picked the staff because it was 2 more points of intelligence, and that's what I'm all about, guys. And I can't really see it. Let me see if I get off my horse.
If you hit the control button, you'll see it on your dressing room.
Control button. Okay, let's check that out.
Hold control and left click on the item will open up your dressing room, and you can see what it looks like in there.
Well, crap. Okay, there we go. So hold control and
left click it. You'll see a little.
Oh, I like that. I like that. It's like a bow staff with a blade on the end of it. That looks pretty sexy, guys. Pretty sexy. Makes me look Japanese.
I guess if Japanese were like purple. I've never seen a purple Japanese guy, but
yeah, it does look like an old Japanese spear, kind of in that fashion. I really like that. That's awesome.
And again, guys, we want to definitely thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow our channel. I know I say that every single time, but you'd be surprised about how much hitting that like button will really kind of push these videos up closer to the top of the list for other people to find them. And when we see that a video has quite a few views to it, we know that people are enjoying that, and especially with a like button, that definitely tells us that you're enjoying it, and that we need to make more of them. If the views aren't there and the likes aren't there, we may end up dropping the series to go to something newer, or kind of cutting back on the series and maybe doing it once or twice a week for releases. And if you like the series, make sure you vote. That's what you're doing every time you hit that like and subscribe button, is you're voting for that channel and saying, hey, I like what you're doing and we appreciate it. And in return, we definitely appreciate that as well, because it helps us grow, it helps us get access to more games in the future and know exactly what our audience likes. I mean, some of you guys may not like MMOs, and if that's the case, probably not the right channel, because I love MMOs and I'll be doing those forever. I'll do a little bit of other games as well, like Terratech and Craft the World. In fact, you're doing Craft the World as well, right?
Yeah, I just started back up. I had been a little burnt out on it, so I gave it a couple of weeks, and instead of making a couple of Craft the World videos a day, I think I'm just going to make a couple a week, one day of the week, and that will help me from getting burned out on it again, guys, because I like the game. I just, sometimes you get burnt out, and you don't want to play anymore, and I believe if I cut back on the videos that I make, then I'll be able to keep going. Because I really want to see the Land of Dangerous Caves, where you are, AC Gamer. It looks really awesome, and I'm sure it's going to be quite a challenge.
Yeah, it's a fun level, but again, guys, we just wanted to touch on that, and thank you all for watching, and make sure we get some feedback from you guys. And we will catch you. Yeah, I did. I couldn't help it.
Kill the cow.
And when you kill him, he's like, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next video.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.